The hotly anticipated thriller miniseries His and Hers just dropped on Netflix, and after having watched and digested the fast-paced mystery, all I can say is damn. The whodunit manages to do a surprisingly good job of playing the shell game that is necessary for shows like this to work. You take the obvious suspects at the beginning of the story, and surprisingly, the writers manage to point those suspects at other suspects as the mystery of who killed Rachel Hopkins unfolds. And as my man, Detective Jack Harper, works frantically to solve the murder of Rachel Hopkins for some pretty incredible reasons, another body drops in Dahlonega, taking the tale to the next level. Now, at this point in the story, as you realize that both victims here were childhood friends, you start to smell where this whole thing is headed. A flashback to something awful that happened many years ago. But the writers still managed to keep you guessing as to which one of the childhood friends is the killer, and surprisingly, the ruse is kept up right through to the very end of the series as you wait anxiously for the twist we all knew was coming. But it's at the very end of the series that the twist is finally presented. In fact, it takes up the second half of the finale, and we find out that things were not at all what they seemed, that the catalyst to the very mystery in its entirety was hiding in plain sight the whole time. I was fairly impressed with the way the plot points of the story were navigated so meticulously, uncovering just enough information as the episodes flew by in order to keep you interested, though I didn't like a few of the show's final plot choices. That said, with only 6 episodes in the series, it makes for a fairly easy single-day binge. I thought the casting was really good. I thought the acting was good as well, with the dialogue being serviceable, though I thought the plot device that revealed the killer took a little too long. And in addition to that, the story ends on a dreaded cliffhanger, which, if you guys have been with me for a while, you know I think is a no-no. Now, overall, I'd give this show a 75%, or a 7.5 out of 10 if you're thinking IMDb score, essentially a B- for a letter grade. This series, though it falls into the typical traps that series like this tends to, is better than a lot of the more recent whodunit thrillers that we've seen on the streamers as of late. That said, I don't think it's particularly special, and though it's currently number 1 on Netflix, it's likely soon to be forgotten. But as a mid-budget filler-type series designed specifically to keep subscribers engaged long enough to get them to re-up next month, I think the show managed to do just enough.